To project.
We are live, I believe. I lost my pencil there.
Oh dear.
Epic trauma. Oh, I found it. I was sitting up my crack. Okay, whenever you're ready, take it from the top, girlfriend.
Welcome, Adam. How are you? Episode 36.
G'day, Zaahn Johnson. How are you? Fresh back from San Diego. You're back from San Diego. I'm stuck in California, still enjoying it. So
Touchdown in Adelaide and hit the ground running.
Oh, that's running sounds. That's just annoying for the poor listeners. We might do that again.
Was that my clicker?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Listeners, this is live. There's no editing in this podcast.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so talk us through what's going on.
Well, just back from Social Media Marketing World, and wow, what a conference it was this year. SMMW17. I'm going to go out on a limb. It was better than 15 and 16.
Best ever, you reckon? Yeah, it was very, very good. Congratulations
really good.
to Michael Stelzner and his team at Social Media Examiner. They do put on a great show.
Oh, they do.
It's super exciting. It's exciting how it's growing too, Zahn. I think it's double that of what it was 2 years ago.
Well, I think you're right. What was it? 4,000 attendees this year for 2017.
Yeah, massive. And because of that, getting better speakers all the time. The speakers are fantastic.
Great sessions.
And the speed of which social media is increasing is. Well, I think I noticed that it's really no longer just about social media. It's just a digital business and how to do business full stop conference, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, we said it while we were over there, a really good conference to get stuck into the nitty gritty a little bit more of a deep dive into actual platforms and the best ways you can be using them in your business and I guess reaping the benefits.
Yeah, perfect. Love it. So let's get stuck into some observations, Sherry. What do you reckon's the go?
Well, look, I attended some very specific Facebook advertising sessions, and they were very enlightening. Facebook advertising is a bit of a scary space to play in. It's not a friendly zone. The ads manager and business manager and power editor. Do you find that?
Well, I think that anything called power editor is really standing out as a gorilla amongst angels. I think that the thing is it's complex and it's powerful, and there's no question that the mighty F from Silicon Valley is dominating the world and getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. Yep. And with that comes awesome power for marketeers. I mean, I'll go so far to say, Zahn, I've said it a few times now with a couple of nods of approval. I think Facebook's the most important app on the whole entire planet for everybody, including businesses. And we certainly saw a bunch of cool remarketing, audience marketing, video marketing, and the stuff they're doing over there is just very, very powerful stuff for business. You've got to be there. Yeah,
you really do. And we're not talking about sharing cat videos and photos of what you ate for dinner. It really is the place to be for B2B and B2C.
Yeah, and a lot of B2B don't realise, but it's where their eyeballs are, and they've built an incredible engine that just keeps getting better and better. So despite all the complexity of the business manager, power editor, etc., the ads engine is undoubtedly the
very
best.
Powerful.
Still plenty of arbitrage plays there, and we learned a bunch of techniques to maximise return on investment. And the thing is with Facebook, it doesn't have to be lots of dollars. It can be, if it's done smart, it can be really, really good value.
I think that was my big takeaway, is that for a very small spend, you can actually reach a lot of people.
And the audiences too that they're now allowing. I mean, I really like the idea that now you can create an audience out of those people who've been on your Facebook page. That's a new feature. So that for those that don't perhaps know or understand what we're talking about, it means that anybody who's visited your Facebook page, you're now able to create an audience for and then spend an effort to remarket back to that audience. So it's just a fantastic way of getting repeat impressions in front of the people who come to see you.
Absolutely, because in the past you had no way of getting back in front of those people. The algorithm would have stopped you. You really were just flying blind.
Exactly, and we also saw the return or the resurgence of boosted posts. I know that we haven't been massive fans of that over the last couple of years, but it's got better, and I'm not surprised by that. There are some good ways to boost posts, and you should be doing it on your best posts, and if you do that, you're likely to get some good results.
Yeah, I think if you're putting the right energy into quality content creation, you should be quite confident in going about boosting posts, because your content is going to have all the key indicators that you need, like a nice strong CTA, to drive conversion.
Yes, I know that you've got your QCC quality content creation glasses on most of the time, because you do want to see that good quality. The quality content makes a big difference.
Absolutely. My QCC glasses, that's
QCC
exactly
glasses.
it.
And the Snapchat glasses are all over the place too, weren't they?
Yeah, the spectacles, yes.
Not
It's
sure
going to be very interesting to see how that transpires. Good segue there. Didn't hear a lot of talk about Snapchat in comparison to last year. Last year it was all the go. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, look, it was like last year it won 9 Academy Awards, and this year it kind of took a year off.
Yeah.
It might have had one nomination for, one of those crazy categories like sound or something.
Thanks, Snapchat, but you've been holidaying in the Bahamas for a year.
Correct, took a year off. But, surprisingly, because it was, of course, only publicly listed recently for squillions of dollars. So watch this space, and better still, watch it with Snapchat goggle things on.
And, of course, Instagram Stories really kicking in, and Instagram Live, lots of talk about that. And still a big focus, Adam, on live streaming and how video can be used in your social media strategy.
Yeah, well, if you're not doing video these days, you're dead in the water pretty much. You need to be doing video, very important.
Absolutely.
And, certainly over the winter months, I'd expect our Facebook Live show to come roaring back.
Oh, well, that's wonderful news for the viewers. I hope the stars of the show are ready.
The summer hiatus has gone on for a long time.
Yes, excellent. Have to replenish the wardrobe. So, Adam, lead forms and Facebook views. You mentioned that before. Facebook views being able to get back in touch with the people that have been on your page, but lead forms. So, like a landing page within your Facebook page.
Yeah, they're really pushing the limits there, which is great. So the form allows you to harvest the data and then link that up and act on that. So, it is the platform. It's getting bigger and bigger. If you're a Facebook expert, you're in good shape these days, no question about it.
It's an interesting one, the lead forms, because sometimes I think people are reluctant to leave the platform that they're on. They like staying where they are.
Yeah, and you're not really learning anything. And this is certainly not a space. Social media goes berserk. It's on fire all the time. You need to be on all the platforms and discover what they're good for. And definitely, that's the space which is, Facebook continues to evolve. And I saw today they're introducing Town Hall as another new feature too, so you can have political debates, which no doubt will satisfy the thirst for some people here in the USA, that's for sure.
Yes, exactly. Very good. What about marketing to your contacts in a warm way? Not trying to hit up cold people.
Yeah, well, that was also really relevant too, is I think one of the mistakes that people are making with Facebook advertising and advertising on the internet in general is trying to shotgun blast to cold contact. If you're going to do that in some populated categories in Google AdWords, you're going to pay a lot of money. Money. We're seeing Google AdWords, and that was definitely feedback we got from many of the 4,000 marketeers that went. Is Google AdWords is getting pretty expensive. And same if you're going to try and blast all of Facebook with the audience itself. So it's very much all about getting handcrafted audiences. And that's where programs like HubSpot really come into their own, because HubSpot allows you to so easily go ahead and create lists, which you can then use to remarket to on these platforms, which is super important, Zaahn.
Very good. So any other big takeaways from you from social media marketing world?
There's life in the old bluebird yet with Twitter, I reckon.
Tweet.
Everyone's been talking about its demise, but when you go to a conference, you just see Twitter everywhere, and all the speakers are available and reachable via Twitter. Yeah. And so, the tweets, social media marketing was trending globally, both every day it was on. So it's all happening and pumping out there. So, and I found it super interesting to watch that information flow through on the different hashtags in the middle of the conference. So I don't know about Twitter dying. I think it's got a big place, and I can't see it going away from what I saw.
No, it certainly didn't seem to. It's ironic, I think, that at a social media marketing conference you are promoted to tweet and get amongst the hashtag and get into the community spirit of it, yet then you go to some sessions and they're like, Twitter's on the demise. Yep, we're trending globally. Okay. Kind of confusing.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, Twitter's still there for me. Not much LinkedIn talk this year. Didn't really see many sessions. LinkedIn?
No, but I've got to say the platform's getting better as a general comment.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, they've switched over to Node.js for those that like programming geeky stuff, and so it's running faster.
Yeah, no, I think it just as a user, it's a lot nicer to use, and it's a more appreciative space to be.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty. Let's go to HubSpot. Hashtag girlboss, Zahn.
Oh no, we're going to do what we're loving first.
Oh, are we? Oh, sorry.
Stick with the script.
Stick with the script. I can hardly read the script, but let's go. What are we loving? You tell me what you're loving.
Let's go. So this is a new feature. Dun, dun, dun. The ability to make calls from companies and deals in the CRM.
Wow.
Now, you're a salesperson, are you not?
I am a salesperson.
So what does this mean for you? Well, it means that you don't have to be in the contact screen anymore. You can make in the CRM. You can actually make a call from the deal screen that you're working in or the company screen. Great. So what this is doing is giving you more touch points. So it's not really an overhaul of any of the features. It's just adding functionality to some other sections of the CRM. And, of course, we know the deal with you salespeople. We got to make it as easy and as straightforward as we possibly can.
Oh, really? Really? You're a salesperson too. Everyone's a salesperson.
We are all salespeople.
Yeah, so that's great. So you can make a call anywhere. It's pretty cool. So it's certainly helpful.
It's very cool.
Less screen
Good feature.
Less mucking
What
around.
about you? What are you loving?
What am I liking?
Loving.
What am I loving? What am I loving?
Loving.
Well, I can't actually remember what I wrote for this. Do you remember what I wrote for this?
You were loving.
It's late here on the West Coast. It's hard work to keep up with this. I've been awake for a long time. So
No, you told me. You told me.
Let's just go with something I can make up on the spot, no doubt. Look, I'm loving.
SpeakPipe.
What's that?
SpeakPipe. Oh no, that's a tool. What was that?
We're gonna have to edit this, I think.
I think so.
I only had what I was hating. All right, think. Okay, ready?
Ready.
So I'm actually loving, Zahn, something that's a little bit underrated, perhaps, is that Wistia and the Wistia plugin allows you, or the Wistia, if you buy and subscribe to Wistia. So Wistia is like YouTube, but for business. So there's no ads in the Wistia platform, so you can host your videos. But what's very nice about that is when you've got it integrated with your HubSpot platform, then you're able to actually get notification on your timeline as to how far through somebody's watched a video. And so this means that you can act from there and go ahead and do certain email nurturing campaigns if they get all the way through the video or they get just the start of the video. So you can actually really set it up to be super efficient based on what they're watching. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It is a cool idea.
And a lot of the integrations do that. So there's probably about 50 integrations available on the integrations option, which is on the right-hand side menu, under your name, I think it is. And then you can go to those integrations, and there's a couple of them are free, so they're not all paid, so you can get into those integrations and really make your HubSpot platforms zing along.
Excellent.
And a lot of people don't know about it. They don't know it's there.
Yeah, nice love.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so moving on, hashtag girlboss. If you were in charge of HubSpot for a day, what would you change?
Well, I would definitely get computational fields in the properties. I know you've been hanging out for that.
Damn it, you stole my idea.
Computational fields in the properties, particularly today we're going to focus on orders. I'd like to be able to put in the orders and deal sections, I'd like to be able to actually have a field that allows me to have quantity, multiply it by the price and have the price calculated. So even just simple maths on those properties, like one property multiplied by another property would change our life. Having the addition tool allows us to do some functionality in those properties will make a huge difference and really expand the power of HubSpot into a whole new world. So get those computational properties happening, HubSpot. There's a demand.
Hashtag computational.
Computational, arithmetical.
Excellent. All right, well, my hashtag girlboss, if I was in charge of HubSpot for a day, I would like to be able to book from the marketing side of HubSpot a contact into the sales call queue.
Oh, brilliant idea. That's a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that means that and would that also mean that we do it by workflow, right? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I guess you could do it by workflow. Yeah, absolutely.
Workflow, a good way to do it. So workflow would allow you then to actually push a deal into a certain pipeline and then add to the call queue in one go. So that'd be cool too.
That would be very cool.
That would be
like it.
That would allow you to actually push the deal into a calling back pipeline, which is really nice. So yeah, great one, Zaahn. Great thinking. Get that call queue in the workflows.
Excellent. And of course, if you had any ideas points left, you could put that one forward, but you don't.
I know. Right.
Oh,
this is so sad.
Now we have a moment's silence for Adam's ideas points.
I'm being penalised for having too many ideas. It's not fair.
Yeah, I know.
It's not fair.
The world's against you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So tell me, do you have a tool that you've been absolutely geeking out on this week?
Well, I think it's worth us revealing how we do this. So you're obviously sitting in Adelaide, South Australia, in our salacious Adelaide studio, and I am in Irvine, California, in our Irvine office. And so how are we doing this via Skype? So we're using Skype, and we've got the plugin which is called Call Recorder. And Call Recorder for Skype allows us to look at each other, which is great fun, and record the podcast at the same time. So it means that we output to MP3, and then from there MP3 goes into GarageBand. We edit the podcast, then podcast goes into Libsyn, which is a great program for hosting podcasts. And we're certainly very grateful to the guys at Libsyn who did a great job in helping us out in San Diego. So that's how we do it. So Call Recorder is my tool of the week, Zaahn, on using Skype.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I'm going back to basics.
Oh.
Yep.
What do you got?
Well, this is for all the Mac users out there. Apologies to the non-Macintosh people, but photo booth.
Photo booth.
Yeah,
that's an oldie, isn't it?
Isn't it? We're breathing some life into an old favourite. So go and check it out. Photo booth. Command space and type in photo booth and it'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Now, not only is it cool for just taking photos of yourself.
The kids love it. If you want to have 15 minutes by yourself, we could put the kids on photo booth with the effects. They just go crazy. It's
got some pretty basic little filters there, but one of the great sides of photo booth, and I've closed it now, which is a bit silly, but there's a little toggle there which will let you switch over to video.
Yeah. So it means you can turn your Mac into a video camera, is that right?
Exactly. So if you are considering a webinar or recording a video, promoting a new product, you don't have to go to all the bother of getting a video camera, transferring the file and all of that jazz. You can just do it on your Mac.
And let me help you out also by saying go ahead and make your desktop screen white when you do it, and that will create a light.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Captain Video.
Very nice. Very nice. Of course, pretty important to make sure you've got a decent backdrop.
And a kick-ass filter. You want to have a great filter too. You can do some awesome stuff. In fact, this is actually the prelude to Snapchat. Perhaps Apple didn't realise. Snapchat walked past Apple right on their nose and they didn't get it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's like, this has been done. This has been done, Snapchat. So I could record a whole video with bug eyes.
Maybe next week we'll do the podcast and bug eyes.
Excellent. So there you go. There's my tool of the week. Going a bit old school, kicking it old school.
And just if you are doing that, all you have to do is go down to the video you took, and then right-click on it and export it out to a movie. So it's a very fast way of creating a movie, and seriously is quite underrated. Do you know how I use it, Zaahn?
Tell me.
I use it to read stories to my kids late at night when I'm in Irvine, California.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Video record the stories and send them back home. Host it on Wistia too.
There you go. Parenting tips as well. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
That's 36
You can check us out. 36, yeah. We're done and dusted. We'll be back for 37 later in the week. But if you'd like to reach out and get in touch with us, you can do that via Twitter at hub_n_spoke.
The dying but alive Twitter.
Yes. Obviously, our website is a great source of information about content marketing, inbound marketing, more information about HubSpot, and you can reach us there at thekingdom.com.au. We've got 5 different blogs there, so heaps of information, a worldly resource. Adam, thanks for joining me.
Thanks,
Adam.
I'm off to bed. Time for bed, indeed. We'll catch you later.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.